Greetings. How's everyone doing on this cold as fuck Saturday? Oh, look at my cauldron. Look at my cauldron. That's how fucking cold it is out here. But, yeah, I have a little ECU update part 2. Honda hasn't said a thing back, you know. We're pretty much fucked with them. Unless we're gonna go buy another ECU and spend $75 to send them the new ECU and take a risk on it, you know what I mean? I don't even know how I feel about that. But I did think of something that could possibly help. Since this is like a quirky problem, I'm gonna take the ECU out of the car today. I'm going to crack it open. I'm going to see if anything looks awry. Because I know a little bit about electronics and soldering and, you know, cleaning and stuff like that. And I'll just look and see if I see any components, you know, a chip or a resistor or whatever the fuck's in there. See if anything looks awry. If it looks burned out, then that sucks. But if something looks dirty, if it's really dirty in there, I'm going to get some contact cleaner. I'm going to clean that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And this thing's 15 years old. It's a very good possibility that something in there is dirty. Because this 1106 code, it doesn't stay. It's not like my 1066/6702 sensor that's been on for fucking like 5 years. That's an actual problem, you know what I mean? We know that is, we need a new O2 sensor, right? But I don't believe this 1106 barometric code or whatever. I don't believe it at all. I mean, I believe that it's bogging down the performance of my car, trying to freak out the map sensor and say, hey, back off, fuel cut. It's like, but it's not, it doesn't happen every day. Some days, like that one day where I did that pull and the shit fuel cut at 7800, that was the first time I really felt that back off. And maybe like one or two other times, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But, some days I drive like the night before it really happened and freaked me out. I thought I messed my motor up or something. I was driving the car all day running errands, shifting to 8200. Just, car felt great. VTEC was kicking in, was going through fucking traffic, and just, BOM! It was fine, you know what I mean? So it's a very strange problem. It's kind of like mixed emotions. It's like it's like being bipolar or something. Your car's fucking bipolar, basically. It's not broken. It's not fixed. Every day is a new fucking experience. It's either this or that. So I think my last hoorah is going to be this contact cleaner, inspecting the ECU, and then from there we'll know if there's anything that can be done about it, and otherwise pretty much just gonna have to buy another ECU, because I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to ChildStar, I've talked to Flying Gato, I've talked to tons of people that are around Hondas, and I thought ChildStar would be somebody that would like have had experience with that, seeing as like he's building like a really nice setup, you know what I mean? Especially a swap car too. Like so if he's been working on his car for 12 years and he's never seen an 1106 code, that's a pretty rare fucking code. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, I've owned my car for fucking 13 years. I haven't been building it or working on it for 13 years. I've been working on it on and off for maybe 5 or 6 years, 7 years. Like, and I didn't do any, I'm not taking my motor out or doing a fucking swap car. Like, a swap car is like pretty special. I'm more of just like kind of making mine a little modded, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, I'm somebody that has my like feet in like many like endeavors, like painting, music, fucking other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I love cars, but like it's not my only passion. So over 13 years of me owning my car, I wasn't like this fucking like tuner person, like, oh, I'm modding out, I'm putting all my fucking dollars into motors and fucking intake manifolds that are polished and TE37 wheels, and like, I've never been that person, you know what I mean? The past like year, I've done more work to my car than I probably have in the last 10 years, you know what I mean? Like, when I first got it, I did intake and suspension and, you know, what else? Pretty much just intake and suspension, honestly. And tires. Got Z-rated tires and stuff like that, but, you know, once I got to that point, I was like, you know, kind of chilling on my car. I was like, good enough. Because I was putting together a studio and buying pedals and mixing boards and guitars and drum sets and speakers and microphones and all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? So like, it hasn't been like this perpetual endeavor. It's been kind of like a fucking like lily pad jump back and forth, like cars, music, cars, music, cars, music, painting, music, cars, painting, music. So yeah, but the point I'm getting at is, you know, somebody that's been working on their car for like 13 years, somebody like Childstar, shout out to Childstar, go check his channel out. If he hasn't heard of it, then it's pretty fucking rare. So there's something going on that's not your everyday. It's not just a map sensor going out. It's not just like, oh, I need to clean my air filter. I need a new spark plug. I need to clean out my fuel system. It's not like something like that, you know what I mean? So definitely pretty weird. Because other than, you know, the car acting like funky towards the higher power band, car drives fine. I mean, even the idle's getting a little bit better. It's not as like clunky and rough. And I mean, they say that I think the rough idle probably just comes from the throttle body and the idler control valve are a little bit dirty. And I have a fucking bad O2 sensor. My car is not measuring, you know, air fuel correctly, so that would make sense, you know what I mean? Because some like, okay, let's say like when I start my car up cold start, it starts at like 2,000, 2,200, and it comes back down and creeps, goes right to 900 RPMs where it should be. And then I'll drive around, go get some food or go get a record or something, and fucking guess what? When I stop at a stoplight, that's when the rough idle starts. It's like once you've been driving, you know what I mean? So it's just a whole bunch of problems. But yeah, I think later today I'll go grab some contact cleaner from Advanced Auto Parts or Home Depot or somewhere, wherever the fuck has it. I checked O'Reilly, and surprisingly, O'Reilly doesn't have it. Like, so surprising, you know what I mean? I thought they have everything. They have like, they sell fucking intakes and fucking gauges and like all this shit for cars. It's like, contact cleaner? Oh, sorry, we don't have that. It's like, what? You have Seafoam, you have fucking WD-40, you have motor oil, you have other cleaners and fluids. It's like, why wouldn't you have contact cleaner? It's a pretty common thing to have, you know what I mean? Especially in an automotive store, seeing as cars have these things called electronics. But yeah, I digress. It's a nice day, but it's cold. And then D-Storm, in regards to ktuner, unfortunately I cannot run ktuner without an 05 to 06 ECU. I mean, that's basically what you have to do. You have to get the 05 to 06 PRB ECU, and then you have to buy like pretty much $200 wiring harness converter adapter. So like, that doesn't really help me out, honestly. I mean, ktuner, they seem like they have good customer service. They seem like they have, it's pretty customizable. It's pretty much like getting kpro, but I think at this point what I'm gonna have to do is just get another 02 to 04 PRB, and then send that to Honda for the reflash and then kpro, basically. Because like, the ktuner is basically gonna be more money. I'm gonna have to buy a new ECU, and then I'm gonna have to spend like $400 to $500 or $600, whatever the hell it is, for the in-user thing. So I'd be looking close to $1,000 for that. And basically, I'll get a new PRB ECU 02 to 04 for like three to $400 maybe, and then I'll put $75 to get my ECU reflashed because I don't have to pay the $290 again, which is nice, but it's kind of a cocksuck. Because I think if I had problems, they should just comp that. They should be like, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened. We'll just send us your ECU, pay for shipping, and we'll get you squared away, and then I'll pay the $400 for fucking kpro upgrade from the reflash." But no, $75. It's like shipping for that is gonna be a bitch too, because like 1 day, 2 day shipping is like basically $100 something. So like 75 plus 100 something, that's like another $200 just to get it to them and do it all over again. It's like, is a reflash even worth it? I mean, I think it is. The car definitely has a better torquey or power band from low to high and stuff like that, but like, man, I'm thinking about just driving around with my car in fucking limp mode and just getting my race header, and I've already got the rear suspension parts coming from M&M Honda for motherfucking right-hand drive Japan. And yeah, it's a lot of money, man, just for electronics. I mean, the car is glad I'm in a better mood today, but still, thinking about all this money, I'm probably gonna retract all these statements and just save up for the fucking Type-R swap. Because I mean, it's a lot of money. It's gonna take me a while. It's gonna take me a while, kids. At least I'm saving money on cigarettes, because smoking Marlboros, it's like fucking $60 a week for a carton of cigarettes, and $60 a week is basically, that's $240 a month just on cigarettes. And sometimes I would smoke more than a carton. I would smoke like 13 packs of cigarettes a week, which is ridiculous, I know, but I get this Cavendish tobacco, which is way better tobacco. It's way better for you. I know tobacco is still a poison and everything, but it's way better for you. Actually tastes good. It doesn't taste like fucking chemicals and just nasty arsenic and fucking who knows what, 7,000 fucking chemicals. This Cavendish is homegrown in Virginia. It smells delicious. It smells like fucking like maple syrup or something. It's like, it's ridiculous. And an ounce of it is only $2.99. So I get 3 ounces of it a week, and that shit lasts me, and that's $10. You know what I mean? And then you buy cigarette tubes and a little roller. I mean, cigarette tubes are like 200 of them are like $4. So like, I'm spending $14 a week for, basically what's compared to like $60+ or call it $70 a week. So that's like almost $300 a month on fucking poison. Like, it's no bueno. But real. And it's a good wean down too, because I mean, I'm somebody that doesn't want to keep smoking cigarettes at all. But when you've been smoking 50+ cigarettes a day, and you're down to 15 or less, like I was down to 13, and some days I would smoke 10, but then all this stress came along and back up to 15, you know what I mean? And I'm somebody that, I don't have like a 9 to 5 go out and work day job. I'm working from home, fucking selling shit on eBay and Craigslist and painting pictures and selling shit, you know what I mean, from a distance. Like, I'm at my house every day, so it's like, you can kind of understand where I have the free time to just like smoke cigarettes whenever I want, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's my little rant / update. For real. Oh, and another thing. I don't know if any of y'all can help me with this. So, I've been trying to live stream on YouTube through my fucking iPhone. I don't have that option, apparently. When I go to the YouTube app on my phone, you can click on the little record button and it just says record, like record a video from your iPhone. Does not say go live. The icon is not there. I have the most up-to-date version of YouTube app. I think it might have something to do with my phone being an iPhone 5S. I know I'm far behind and I have a outdated, not cool and hip iPhone X, iPhone 8, iPhone 7, iPhone 6. But I mean, can you really not live stream if you have a 5S? Is that the case? If any of y'all know that, please leave that shit in the comments or message me or something, because it's pretty annoying. Might have to step it up to a 6 or something. This phone's getting old anyway, and God, it's fucking cold. But yeah, later tonight I'll crack that ECU open and clean it out, and then maybe we'll go for a drive. But if that doesn't work, you know where we're at. In the shit house. Oh yeah. If you could see. Look at all these nice colors. Got some greens. Got some yellows. Oh yeah. But yeah, I thought I'd just touch base with y'all, seeing as I'm still frustrated and I want my ECU to fucking work. And I'm still pretty mad at Honda, honestly. Just wouldn't expect such a renowned and respectable company to walk on people and not give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm kind of disappointed I can't use ktuner. I mean, I can use ktuner, but I have to go over the moon and spend fucking more money basically for getting an 05 to 06 ECU. I don't even know how the fuck that works. Like, how does that work? Like, how do you use an 05 to 06 ECU and an 02 to 04 RSX? Like, I know you use a wiring harness adapter to like plug it in and make it like work, but like, how does it work? Like, they're two different motors, you know what I mean? I know they're K-series motors, but K20A2 and K20Z1, I mean, they're different motors. They have like, are they really like, is it like the Type-R motor? You can just swap parts and stuff and it's just applicable, you know what I mean? I'm not too sure. Somebody tell me how it works. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab that contact cleaner and get started later.